The Minnesota Wild welcome the Pittsburgh Penguins, their only visit to St. Paul this season. The Penguins off to a brilliant start. 4-game win streak, 7-2-1 overall. Our Northland Ford starting goaltenders.
Well, Marc-Andre Fleury clearly getting a rest this evening. He's played in 7 games. Greiss has only played in 1. And so the Wild will be facing the backup tonight. Darcy Kemper, anything but. He's been number 1 right through, played like a number 1, and continues to hold some phenomenal numbers here in this building.
And we're underway. Evgeny Malkin's line to start for Pittsburgh. Mike Yeo counters with the Koivu, Coyle, and Zucker trio that's been so good lately. Malkin starts ahead for Pittsburgh. Drops it back for Paul Martin in his own zone across to Letang. Watched by Zucker. Martin pestered by Coyle. Plays it ahead. It's tipped in by Dupuis. And Koivu's back to pick it up for Minnesota. Marco Scandella off the glass at center. Got it to Zucker. Zucker lost the handle on it just inside the Penguin line. Homo threw one back in his own zone. Had to be steered aside by Greiss. Dupuis fell at center. That allows Brodin to corral a loose puck for Minnesota. Both teams change as Granlund comes to center. Granlund takes a hit, dumps the puck down low. Parise in on the forecheck for Minnesota. Granlund joins the battle along the boards, but lost the puck. Hornquist to Crosby, who hits the Minnesota line, but offside. One extra move sent Kunitz in early.
Mike Yeo clearly wants power against power. He gets the last change, and he wants to nullify the Crosbys, the Malkins that Mike Johnston's going to put out there with his own power. And he feels that if he can keep those guys in their own zone playing defensive hockey, then he'll win a hockey game just by nullifying their offensive opportunities.
This line has been as explosive as any in hockey out of the gates this year. Crosby leads the league with 18 points on 7 goals and 11 assists. Hornquist and Kunitz on his wings. Kemper to play it for Minnesota. Parise relays it out and all the way down into the Pittsburgh zone. It'll be icing against Minnesota. Our Toyota key stat shows you just how good that Penguin top line has been, but it's an interesting contrast. Minnesota's been getting it done with balance. 20 points by their top line, but every line with at least 11, whereas there's a huge discrepancy for the Penguins from top to bottom.
I remember I had this conversation a couple of years ago when the Wild played Chicago in the playoffs. What beat the Wild? We talked a lot about the fact that their depth were the things that were beating the Wild in that playoff series. This year, the Wild are getting benefit of their depth, and they're beating teams because their third and fourth line are pitching in with offensive numbers, and then you add that to the numbers that the top 2 lines are putting up there, and that's given the Wild some good scoring opportunities in this season. I'm not sure what happened, but the clock obviously malfunctioned, so they blew the horn. So they'll redo this, throw some time back up on there, and get it going again. Really great matchup here. I think everyone's pretty excited to see how the Wild match up against a team that's clearly not only tops in the East or very good in the East, but a team that is looked upon as one of the tops in the National Hockey League, led by Sidney Crosby. They're dynamic. They have a lot of speed. Obviously, their power play is just ridiculous at just under 42% on the season so far. Good measuring stick for the Wild, and I would say a good measuring stick for the Penguins as well, because obviously a majority of their games have been played out east. You come out west, and maybe it's a different story.
Seems like they have things sorted out. There was a question as to where the face-off would occur as they try to get the clock reset properly. The Penguins, as I mentioned, have won 4 games in a row, and while they're known for their offense, they're number 1 in the NHL, averaging more than 4 goals per night. It's been defense that's been impressive during this win streak. 3 of those 4 games have been won by shutout. They've outscored their opponents 19-3 in those 4 starts.
All the referees and linesmen trying to make sure who was on the ice. Of course, you recall before that horn went off to correct the clock that there was an icing, and therefore the Wild needed to keep their players on the ice. They're checking to see that the Wild did so.
Our Sanford Health injury report shows you who's still out for the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah, I don't think anything soon here for Jared Spurgeon. Matt Cook is maybe as well, but Keith Ballard did skate yesterday and today. He's feeling better, which is certainly a good thing. Give the Wild much needed depth back on that blue line.
They did get Ryan Carter back in the lineup for tonight's game. Skated this morning. And they took part in the warm-up tonight, and now they are going to call a few new bodies off of the Minnesota Wild bench.
But it's a moot point at this juncture because whatever benefit they gained from that icing, well, the Wild have the last 3 minutes or so to get a breather.
Wild win the draw. Long pass intercepted, and Sutter carries it in. Kemper leaves it behind the net. Suter tries to clear for Minnesota. Penguins able to hold. The puck's down low. Downey absorbs a hit in the corner. Sutter tries to spin away from Granlund. Sutter feeds the point. Just onside at the line as Dupre plays it back down low. Centering pass and a one-timer by Sutter goes wide of the target. Brodin plays it ahead for Minnesota, but not out. Great pressure by the Penguins. Scuderi with a long shot, knocked down by Kemper. Downey quickly on it. Out to the point again. Scuderi sends it wide. Dupre pinches down. Dupre in the corner to Sutter along the wall. Sutter spins away from Brodin and plays down low. Hornquist wiped out by Suter. Scuderi taps it back in. Finally, the Wild able to get the puck out to center, but the Penguins quickly back in. Hornquist sends it wide. Fontaine just off the bench, clears for Minnesota, but it's off target and will be another icing call against the Wild.
Well, the Penguins are a good first period team, and they're showing that. The Wild had to be aware that this is a team that will jump on you right away. There's the hit by Suter. Good physical play. Suter known for getting great body position on players and not necessarily blowing them up, but definitely taking them out of the play. That one was likely one of his biggest finishes that we've seen.
Fontaine tried to negate the icing with his speed here, but could not. And it's a third icing call against the Wild in the first 2.5 minutes. No shots on goal for either side at this point. These teams are two of the best in the league early. In fact, the Penguins have scored more first period goals than anybody, but the Wild have the best shot differential in the first period in the NHL at plus 50. Penguins are number 4 at plus 37. Malkin into the circle, a quick shot by Como. Hit a skate, lines up wide. Letang to Malkin behind the net. Malkin out front. His backhander steered aside by Kemper. Tremendous pressure by the Penguins here in the opening 3 minutes. Martin holds the zone. Malkin in the corner. Back out to the point for Martin, intercepted on the way by Carter. And Fontaine carries to center. Pushes it in for Carter. His foot toward the net, easily kicked aside by Greiss. Carter has it back. Tried to feed Brodziak, who was breaking for the net. That was intercepted, and the Penguins have it with Martin. Paul Martin, veteran defenseman, sends it cross ice. Still into the Minnesota zone. His shot blocked by Prosser and pushed into the corner. Now Niederreiter hustles after it. Bumped by Gotch. Prosser behind the goal for Minnesota to Thomas Vanek, who's been red hot. Vanek plays it into the Penguin zone. Pittsburgh quickly turns it back with Gotch into the Minnesota zone. Prosser sets up behind his net. Chased there by Adams. Prosser still waiting as the Wild will set things up. Poland's long pass tipped in by Vanek, and it winds up in the netting. It'll be a neutral zone faceoff. Thomas Vanek finally broke the seal against Dallas on Saturday with his first goal in a Wild sweater. It's been trending in that direction for Vanek if you look at the point total. But what's interesting is look at the shots. First 4 games, 13 shots. In the last 6, only 3, yet he has 7 points.
Can't always explain stats. I think he's obviously not putting the puck in the net early in the season. So he started to really start setting guys up. Started to make more passes maybe. And that's why his assists kind of skyrocketed. Good to see him put the puck in the net. Goal scorers feel a lot better about their game when they have a couple of notches in their belt.
His 7 assists lead the Minnesota Wild. Sutter into the Minnesota zone. Watched by Dumba. Cross-ice pass was deflected. Zucker finally gains control. Tried to get it across to Koivu. Zucker has his pocket picked by Downey, who's back in the other way. Zucker returns the favor with a steal, and then his pass off the mark, intended for Charlie Coyle. Dupre back in his own zone for the Penguins. Hands it off to Crosby. Crosby's pass hit Pominville. Penguins send it down. It'll be icing against Pittsburgh. And Minnesota will get an offensive zone faceoff just over 5 minutes in.
Well, we always talk about the speed of Zucker. Look at him get back in this play. He had just had his pocket picked. He turns around and returns the favor. We've seen him do that so much. Players unsuspecting of the explosiveness of his first 3 steps, and that's why he was able to do that.
Granlund removed from the faceoff circle. Parise will draw against Crosby. Draw controlled by Minnesota, but intercepted by Hornquist. Hornquist fights his way to center. Suter turns it back. Crosby intercepts. Had to wait for Kunitz to get onside, and the play was a little mixed up from the start. Pittsburgh whistled offside.
Well, so far, Pittsburgh probably owning a little more zone time, but shots remain 2-1 for the Penguins. So both teams just trying to win that puck possession battle right now, and it's really not allowing either team to break free and own any kind of space in the offensive zone.
Full into Scandella. Scandella sidesteps a man into the Pittsburgh zone. The Minnesota defenseman's the first man on the puck. Letang takes it away in the corner and starts it back the other way. Koivu had a piece of it at center ice. Koivu and Como battle for the loose puck there. Back to Scandella, who once again tonight is paired with the rookie Christian Folin. Wild's third set of defense. Matt Dumba and Nate Prosser tonight. We mentioned earlier, still no Keith Ballard, still no Jared Spurgeon for the Wild on the blue line. Como comes to center and dumps it in. Folin back to pick it up for Minnesota. Double team behind his net, leaves it for Scandella.
Heady play there by Folin. He was running into a roadblock and he had 2 guys behind him. Makes a smart little pitch off the back wall, and the Wild were able to get it out cleanly.
Pominville was not onside at the line. The Wild have to retouch. Hornquist hustles in for Pittsburgh. Suter turns it back. It's been a very careful first period played by both teams at this point.
Yeah, 2 nuclear arsenals here, basically holding each other off. No real chances yet in this game.
Teams number 1 and number 3 in the NHL in goal scoring. Hornquist in on the backhand. It's knocked aside by Suter. Crosby to Kunitz in the circle. His shot goes wide of the target. Ehrhoff held the zone but fanned on the shot. Suter taps it ahead, and now Parise has it at center. To Pominville, back to Parise, breaking for the net. Suter holds his own. Parise in behind, flips a backhander on goal, saved by Greiss. Granlund delivers a hit. Suter had to backpedal, and Hornquist is able to get the puck out to center. Nate Prosser back behind his own net for Minnesota. Both teams changing. 7.5 minutes in. Couple of shots for each team. Brodziak lost it at the Pittsburgh blue line. Martin plays across to Letang, and Letang carries to center. Fires one well wide of the Minnesota goal. Matt Dumba's there, and the puck deflects up and out of play. Scoreless early first period in St. Paul.
Cautious game early on. The Pens and the Wild still scoreless here in downtown St. Paul. Matthew Dumba, just 20 years old and going off tonight against Sidney Crosby, a player he idolized growing up and watched certainly up in Saskatchewan. He said he's very excited for the endeavor, has to control his gaps, wants to stay in the face of Crosby, take away time and space. And I asked Mike Gill about Matt Dumba matching up against some of these weapons the Penguins have, and Mike said, you know what, guys, played probably his best game in a Wild sweater of this season last time out. It wasn't the goal he scored, it was the composure he showed, avoiding the big mistakes. And Mike Yost said Dumba and the rest of those D-men will have to absolutely be on their game tonight when it comes to puck possession and not turn the puck over. Hopefully Dumba can build off that last game, and hopefully he can avoid being starstruck going toe-to-toe out there with 87 in white.
And hopefully the Wild can use their forwards to help support these D. There's going to have to be shorter passes to get out of their zone because, well, let's face it, Pittsburgh's going to forecheck as hard as any team that they've faced this year.
Mike Yost stressed that more so than any matchup or game plan for any opponent, he said the best defense that we can provide and the most effective that we have been when we've played against top-end teams has been when we play our game effectively. And that, of course, starts with and includes in a huge way his defensive core in a matchup against a high-powered club like this Pittsburgh team. Loose puck in the Penguin zone, winds up in the corner. Scuderi chased there by Vanek. Sutter plays it ahead. Suter backpedals for Minnesota. Ryan Suter for the Wild. One of the league's top plus-minus men so far this year at +9. Tied for 7th in the league in that department. Tied, in fact, with teammate Marco Scandella. Como into the Minnesota zone. Carter slides it back for Suter, who circles his net. Suter spins away from trouble. Tried to sneak the puck by Malkin. Malkin got a piece of it. And now Fontaine has it at center for Minnesota. He's dumped as he entered the Pittsburgh zone, and the Penguins start back. Pascal Dupuis whips it back in his own zone. Bortuzzo's shot is blocked. Loose puck poked ahead, and here comes Zucker for Minnesota. Zucker with speed into the Penguin zone. Forced to the outside by Ehrhoff. Threw it toward the net. Koivu had not yet joined the play. Now Koivu has it in the corner. Koivu centers. Coyle was tied up and couldn't get a shot away. Zucker quickly on it. Back to the point. A shot goes wide. Scandella holds for Minnesota. Zucker in behind. Hit again by Ehrhoff. Koivu on the forecheck for Minnesota. First man to a loose puck. Feeds the point. The bouncing puck settled by Folin. Scandella winds, fires, and it was blocked out front and never reached the net. Penguins clear. Folin back to pick it up for Minnesota. Best zone time for the Wild so far here in the first period. Charlie Coyle left it behind for Granlund. It was out of his reach, and now Letang carries to center. Letang into the Minnesota zone. Fires on goal. Pad save by Kemper. He had Marcel Gottsch all over him. Suter now trying to move Gottsch from in front of the net. Suter pushes a puck to the boards, then plays ahead to Granlund. Granlund jumps around to check at the Pittsburgh line. Granlund still with it. Leaves it in behind for Parise. Parise has it knocked away by Letang. And the Penguins clear to safety. Gottsch carries to center. Dumps it back into his own zone. Long look for Letang, then he plays it ahead off the boards. Tipped into the Minnesota zone by Zach Sill. Cross ice flip, too far for Parise. And Scuderi backpedals in his own zone across to Dupre. Scuderi at center behind Sutter. Picked up there by Downey, who drives into the Minnesota zone. Dumba has his man tied up. Wild had it for a moment. Downey holds. Dumba recovers a loose puck. And now Niederreiter slaps it across for Vanek. Vanek sends Brodziak into the Pittsburgh zone. Brodziak lost the puck just inside the Pittsburgh blue line. And now Dupre has it for the Penguins, starting ahead the other way. Off the glass and into Minnesota territory. Prosser across to Dumba, and now Vanek. Vanek into the Pittsburgh zone, tried to work his way around Dupre. Lost the puck. Kunitz knocked it down, but Vanek intercepts. Vanek's back in for Minnesota. His shot deflected by Scuderi and out of play. Pace starting to accelerate in a scoreless first period. Penguins and the Wild scoreless midway through the first period. Since Sidney Crosby came into the league in 2005-2006, the Wild have been one of the few teams that have had the upper hand against the Penguins. In fact, the Wild and the Sharks have been the two toughest teams to beat for Pittsburgh throughout those years. Crosby has 7 times been in the lineup. He's missed a couple of those games, and the Pens just 2-4-1 against Minnesota those nights.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Wild play the Penguins now. They're a different team. In the early years, you could frustrate offensive style teams and players like Crosby by shutting them down, playing trap style. That really didn't allow them the room they wanted. Now the Wild, a team that will play with you, and they'll play power against power like they're doing right now. So we'll see how the Wild take that new step.
Kunitz wheels and fires off the wall, and it deflects out of play. Kemper wants the face-off outside the zone, but I don't think he's going to win this argument. Ticket discounts are available for groups of 8 or more for most games this season. The more you buy, the more you save, up to 38% off per ticket. Call 651-222-WILD or visit wild.com for details. Como trying to escape Scandella in the corner. Scandella shoves him up against the boards. Koivu joins the battle for Minnesota. That allows Zucker, who plays it safely, to Folin. Coyle works his way into the Pittsburgh zone. Zucker with a tight angle shot, knocked down by Greiss. Scandella across to Folin. Folin's long shot off target. And the Penguins gain control. Dupree couldn't get it out of the zone, however. Now does. Koivu's there for Minnesota. Folin reaches center ice and dumps it in. The Wild will change. Another chance on a shift for the Koivu-Zucker-Coyle line. Letang throws one in. It bounces in on goal. Prosser now has it and plays it around. Wild start back. Carter across for Dumba, and then Haula. Haula into the Pittsburgh zone, a shot. That's high and wide. Carter quickly on the loose puck for Minnesota along the boards. Tried to get it to Fontaine. Haula plays it. Fontaine tied up by Letang. Carter trying to win a battle with Paul Martin. Fontaine to the point. Prosser's long shot deflected to the corner. Haula was the first man there. Prosser pinching down the boards. Fontaine able to hold the zone for the Wild. Martin plays it to Letang, and the Penguins come back the other way. Sutter in stride at the Minnesota line. Hit by Prosser. Puck lines up in the corner. Letang jams it to the far side. Haula and Hornquist collide there. Dumba around behind for Niederreiter. Niederreiter in behind his own goal. Kunitz lines up with the loose puck. Kunitz centers, and Crosby's shot was blocked. Deflects up into the netting.
Well, always dangerous. Wild just getting pressed behind their net. And this little chip pass right here just found the wrong person. Kunitz just feeds it out front for the one-timer, and Crosby ran into a Red Sea.
Crosby will draw against Granlund. This line has been so explosive. Mentioned it earlier, 45 points between the 3 of them. Hornquist with 6 goals. Crosby and Kunitz 7 each. Dupre to Crosby. Crosby and Dupre trade places, and the puck winds up in the corner. Kunitz tied up by Dumba, maintains the puck into the high slot. Hornquist with a shot that goes wide, and Suter gets it to Brodin. Parise tips it ahead. Granlund takes a hit from Hornquist, and that allows Dupre a chance to grab the loose puck. Simon Dupre plays it ahead for the Penguins. Dupre, a plus 22 player in his career. Most of that coming last year with the Penguins. That was his first full season in the NHL. Brodziak played it ahead for Niederreiter. That hit a skate. Puck comes out to center where Ehrhoff has it. Flips it into the Minnesota zone. Dumba settles it down. Across to Prosser, whose pass handcuffs Vanek. And back into the Pittsburgh zone. Bortuzzo's back there. And now Bortuzzo carries to center. Hits the Minnesota line. Drops it back for a shot. Still, that was broken up by Brodziak, and the loose puck's in the Minnesota zone. Neither team has looked particularly sharp here early. Coyle carries to center for Minnesota. Into the Pittsburgh zone, works around Martin. His shot was blocked. Coyle has it back. Charlie Coyle tried to leave it for Koivu. Vanek tried to center, but he was tied up. And the Penguins have it with Sutter. His pass off the mark at center. Folin to Scandella, and now back to Folin with Downey pressuring. Koivu banks it off the boards. It was behind Zucker, and Martin is back to pick it up across to Letang. Marco Scandella back with Downey on him. Koivu collects a loose puck. His pass just off the mark intended for Zucker, but now Koivu has it back and comes to center. Koivu avoids Dupuis. Penguins were changing, so Como couldn't touch this puck until he made sure that his line mate was off. That gives Minnesota another chance to play the puck.
Both teams tracking through that neutral zone really well, not giving anyone that is coming through that neutral zone a lot of time with the puck. That's why things are slowing up a bit. No room out there for these teams.
Offside whistle late in the scoreless first period. Score late first period. Check out our DQ fan cam, another full house here in St. Paul, where they've been treated to some outstanding hockey going back to New Year's Day of 2014. Wild have been the best home team in hockey.
Well, they're really utilizing that last change well. They're good in the face-off circle. That's some good goaltending here in this building as well. A lot of those factors coming together. The support of this crowd really does bolster this lineup, but got to give a lot of credit to Mike Yeo, because the better bench coach you become, the better your matchups are, and those are things that evolve and change as the game goes on. You can't just lay out a lineup and then roll 5 guys out the door every shift. You have to make adjustments as you go, and a lot of times the benefit of those adjustments are made right at home when you get that last change.
Scandella takes a hit in his own zone. Folin has the puck to Granlund. Granlund fights through Malkin's check. Pominville sends one wide of the goal. Parise out to the point. Scandella winds and fires. Saved by Greiss. Parise off the boards for Granlund. Folin winds and fires. Tipped and a save by Greiss. The puck was loose for a moment, and then Greiss finally able to find it just before Parise could wrap it into an empty net.
Well, remember we talked about net front presence. Well, this is it right here. Look at the bodies that get lined up in front right at the last second. Greiss doesn't hang on to it, and that's why they kind of poked away at it at the last second. Would have liked to get guys probably deeper in the play, but on a one-timer like that, not enough time for players to get the kind of position they want, but at least they got some traffic in front. Greiss hasn't really seen a lot of work. For that matter, neither has Darcy Kemper.
Centering pass, and it was just out of the reach of Carter. Penguins come back the other way. Carter and Hornquist battling along the boards. Bortuzzo holds. His long shot goes off the end boards. Prosser has it there for Minnesota. Prosser's pass off target and all the way down. Icing against Minnesota. Our Century Link will link to what's next. Minnesota Twins today introducing Paul Molitor as their new manager, and he will join us live here at the XL Energy Center. Get a chance to visit with the St. Paul native who will be calling the shots for the Minnesota Twins for the next 3 years. We'll get his insights on the first period here, see if he can break down the neutral zone play of these two clubs in the opening 20 minutes.
It's been very stingy, that's for sure. Might see some chip and chase play here after a little while. Both teams are unable to skate it through the neutral zone. They'll have to start dumping it in and going after it.
Crosby for Pittsburgh plays it in behind the Minnesota goal. Suter's there first for the Wild. Fontaine deflects it out to neutral ice. Carter hustling after it. Bortuzzo is the first man back, but his pass intercepted by Suter. Suter sends it across, just off target for Carter. Now Koivu breaking for the net. He's tied up by Bortuzzo. They go hard into the end boards. Koivu to the point for Suter. Suter's long shot tipped just wide by Zucker.
Beautiful play there by Suter. Good vision.
Boy, this line has been good for Minnesota. All over the puck in the offensive zone. Koivu has it. Leaves it at the point. Prosser, watched by Kunitz. Plays down low for Coyle. Coyle lets it go by for Zucker. Zucker to Koivu. Koivu banks it out to Prosser. Across for Suter. Suter, his pass tipped by Zucker, who then tried to redirect toward Koivu. Penguins are back the other way. Icing waved off, but Suter beats Hornqvist to a loose puck. Out to center. Koivu plays it ahead. Penguins are changing. Scandella sees an opportunity and jumps on a loose puck. Scandella carries down low, but now the Wild go off on a change. So he just leaves it for Dupre. And the Penguins have control in their own zone. Just over a minute left in a scoreless first period. Downey plays ahead. Sutter catches up with a loose puck. Tried to break for the net. It was knocked away by Scandella. Scuderi holds for Minnesota, but a turnover. Downey sends it down low, and they score. Downey flipped it ahead, and Spalling grabbed the loose puck, flips it by Kemper, and in the final minute of the first period, the Penguins have a 1-0 lead.
Seems like plays like that might actually dominate the scoring in this hockey game. Both teams very patient, both teams covering very well, but a mistake quickly ends up in your net. This was just a failed clearing attempt, and then this fake shot with a little pass down low. Spalling has nothing but an open side there, as Kemper really could not retreat back.
Second goal of the season for Spalling, who came over in a trade from the Nashville Predators. Came with Patrick Hornqvist in the deal that sent James Neal to the Preds. Letang trying to clear the zone. Parisi keeps it alive. Pominville for Granlund. Lost it in his skates. Granlund got it back, but then he's shoved off the puck by Como. And Como comes back the other way. Malkin inside the Minnesota line. Fakes the shot. Instead goes to Martin, who sends one off the end glass. Granlund has it there for Minnesota. 3-on-3 at center. Gotch catches up with the play, and a stick tap on Granlund forces Minnesota to go back and pick it up in their own zone. Scandella brings it around behind for Suter. That'll bring us to the end of the first period with the Penguins in front 1-0.
Well, it can be a little frustrating here where the Wild have to move their feet a little bit more, generate some more speed. Pittsburgh's doing a good job of locking that down.
Minnesota Twins manager Paul Molitor joins us live during our upcoming first intermission. But first, it's Kevin Gorg with Wild forward Nino Niederreiter. Penguins 1, Wild 0 after 1.
Getting ready for period number 2, we're joined by Minnesota assistant coach Andrew Brunette. Very guarded period by both teams. How much would it benefit your squad for a more up-tempo stanza here in the middle?
Well, I don't think our puck management is where it was supposed to be. This first period, that the way we managed it really fit into their game plan, and for a very fast team, that sped up their game even more.
Well, good luck in the second, getting that ramped up.
Thanks, K-Train.
All right, good luck, guys. Up to you.
Okay, Train, you can always count on him.
Once that K-Train gets rolling down the tracks, it's hard to stop.
It is. Let's hope the Wild are a K-Train in this period. A lot of tough neutral zone play in that first period for the Wild. If you have to, sometimes you have to concede and just chip and chase until you can get their defense turning on the play and having to retreat and retrieve pucks all period long. The Wild are a possession team. They want to move the puck, carry the puck through the neutral zone with speed. But when that gets eliminated, you have to go to plan B.
This line was Minnesota's best in the first period. Koivu, Zucker, and Coyle. Koivu wins the draw, and Charlie Coyle starts it ahead. Zucker tips it around to check at the Pittsburgh line, then pokes it past Ehrhoff. It was poke-checked away by Greiss. Ehrhoff comes to center for the Penguins, and they're offside at the Minnesota line. Wasn't a great flow to the period from either side. The Wild obviously looking at it from their perspective, and Andrew Burnett saying that he didn't think that they did some things right. I'm sure Pittsburgh would probably tell you the same thing. There wasn't tremendous flow going their way either.
Yeah, not a lot of speed by either team, and both of these teams possess plenty of it. But just not a lot of openings out there for either team. Both teams playing a little bit guarded.
See the total shots, just 6-5 for Minnesota. Even attempted shots down in that first period. The Penguins attempted 17, the Wild 13. Letang plays it for Kunitz. His return pass was off target. Pominville leads the rush the other way to Parise. Pominville breaking for the net, but Parise's pass hit Paul Martin's skate. And now this pass off target will result in icing against the Penguins.
Again, it's pressure and just taking the ice away from the Minnesota Wild. That's really a difficult thing to get through. That looked like it could be a 3-on-1, but quickly, watch how it's just gobbled up. Good back check, good pressure by the defenseman, good cover in the middle. There's just not any room out there. Things have to happen very quickly. Things have to happen with puck support, or there's no opportunity.
Long shot by Dumba got through. Greiss got a pad on it. Penguins clear. Suter's back for Minnesota. Knocks it ahead for Granlund. Pittsburgh trying to get a change, and they will, as Suter starts ahead for Minnesota. Suter across, out of the reach of Dumba. Cleared back down, and one more icing call against the Penguins. Full highlights from around the NBA and NHL. On location with Ohio State and Michigan State before their Big Ten battle. Plus, will Adrian Peterson be back on an NFL field this season? It's all coming up tonight on Fox Sports Live. Bit of commotion in the circle after the face-off. Vanek on the forecheck. Collides with Letang. Letang has it there for Pittsburgh. Martin flips it ahead, knocked out of the air by Dumba, but controlled by Sutter. And Martin retreats, watched by Erik Haula. Scuderi tried to get it to Spalling, intercepted by Vanek. Vanek forced to the outside by Martin. Niederreiter delivers a hit. Sutter trying to poke it past Prosser. He does, and it's a 3-on-1 for Pittsburgh. Sutter fires and scores. And it's not surprising it's this line, the same trio that scored against Minnesota in the first period. Three guys that have had huge success against the Wild in their careers.
But not before a bad bounce or a mistake in this case. Just a pinch with no support back there. And they're off for the races. This a clean shot beats Kemper. Right underneath the blocker. Sutter, as a 20-year-old, scored 21 goals, 40 points in 2009, 2010. In 10 games this year, 2 goals and 4 points. They want to see him continue to add to his totals, and pretty nice shot there off the wing. You don't see goaltenders get beaten cleanly off shots from the wing that much anymore.
Spalling, who scored the first goal tonight for Pittsburgh, now has 6 career goals to go with 5 assists in 14 games against the Minnesota Wild. Sutter with this goal now has 6 goals in 8 career games against Minnesota. Not bad numbers for a couple of guys not known for their goal scoring necessarily. But the combined total for those two guys, 12 goals in 22 career games against Minnesota.
Well, thought the Wild might take advantage of some third, fourth line depth to maybe tip the balance, given the fact that the top 2 lines might in some way cancel each other out. Right now, the opposite is occurring.
Dupre with a long shot that's blocked. Suter picks it up for Minnesota. Wild have shown the ability to come from behind this season, but the challenge a bit more severe here tonight as they go up against one of the better puck possession teams in the league. Dupre Sends it ahead, and a chance for Hornquist. He's robbed by Kemper. Perhaps a game saver with the glove for Darcy Kemper.
What an outlet pass. My goodness. This pass hits him right on the tape. Got nothing but a free lane down the right side and a great save by Kemper. The Wild very much needed something like that. Trying to stop some momentum here. Keep in mind, the Penguins scored late, very late in that first period, and now scored relatively early in the second. So they have a little bit of momentum going here. The Wild need to kind of turn the tables if they can.
Dumba trying to clear for Minnesota. He finds the loose puck and starts ahead. His pass intercepted by Gotch. Gotch is back in for the Penguins, and a quick shot pad save by Kemper. Adams fighting along the boards for Pittsburgh. Brodziak taps it ahead. Carter to Fontaine. The Wild are 3-on-2 at center. Scandella forced to the outside by Letang. Tried to get it to Fontaine. That was intercepted. Dumba holds his own, fakes a shot. Dumba fires, looking for a tip. Couldn't get it. Scandella holds his own. His shot intercepted by Letang, who flips it high in the air and all the way down. And it'll be icing against the Penguins.
Trying to get some quick releases in the offensive zone. Penguins locked down the middle of that ice pretty well defensively.
Haula against Gotch in the circle. Haula wins the draw back to Suter. Suter centered. He was looking for a tip. Sounded like Vanek got a piece of it, but not enough to redirect. Vanek trying to kick it to Niederreiter. Pinched off the puck by Gotch. Vanek still battling. He and Martin tussle for the puck. Brodin holds for Minnesota. Plays across to Suter. Back to Brodin. Brodin for Suter. Suter gets the tip by Vanek on goal. Saved by Greiss. Suter for Minnesota to Brodin. Wilder back in with a numbers advantage. Vanek winds and fires. Blocked by Martin, who starts back, and it's 2-on-1 for the Penguins. Martin has Downey with him. Downey has it knocked away by Suter. Koivu for Minnesota. Off the boards and out to the line. Vanek has it there. Vanek strong on the puck on this shift for Minnesota, then lost it at center ice, and the Penguins play it back in.
Not to take anything away from Pittsburgh, but the Wild have created chances against themselves by giveaways, either in the neutral zone or in the offensive blue line. That's where a team like Pittsburgh can hurt you. Good transition game, good speed game.
Ehrhoff, watched closely by Coyle, plays it ahead for Spalling. Spalling, who had the first goal tonight for the Penguins, drops to Sutter, who had the second goal. Long shot by Ehrhoff is right on, gloved and held by Kemper.
Well, some blue line help, or at least trying to. Suter trying to find this little tip right here in front. Watch the spin-off move by Vanek, and what a play. Oh, just at the last second was unable to reach, and then this one again through the middle, and Vanek playing up a little bit higher. Got a deflection through. Of course, he does know how to play D as well. Look how calm he is here. Just sweeps that puck away on a 2-on-1. So Suter trying to make something happen offensively. Remember, in the first period, he also had a nice feed in a similar fashion, trying to get Zucker to deflect one into the net. Just missed on the last second on that one. So Suter trying to create from the blue line.
Parisi. And now Scandella got it to Granlund. The Wild come to center with speed. Pominville to Granlund. Granlund works around Dupre, fires one on goal, knocked down by Greiss.
Oh, man, I think so.
Penalty coming against Pittsburgh. Folin sends one wide of the net, and as the puck is collected by Como, will get the interference call. The first power play of the night will go to the Minnesota Wild.
That was pretty blatant, right in the middle of the ice.
Pittsburgh 17, minor penalty, interference.
Just a shot to the shoulder blades right in the middle of the ice. Watch the center of your screen. Scandella gets a shot, knocked right down as the puck comes down. I thought Scandella called for the fair catch. Apparently he didn't hear it. Wild 2 for their last 3. Last game. They had 4 power plays, missed on the first, scored 2 in their last 3 attempts. See what they can do here.
Granlund plays down low for Vanek. Back to Granlund along the boards. Parise setting up in the high slot. Granlund to Vanek. Vanek slides one through for Parise. Pominville, a shot saved by Greiss. And then a pass for Parise just out of his reach. Parise works his way down. Takes a long look, gives it to Suter. Suter across to Pominville. Back to Suter. Suter center point to Parise. Parise plays to the corner for Granlund. Granlund draws a double team. Vanek sweeps it across for Pominville. Pominville working his way into the circle. A centering pass. Deflected wide. Granlund quickly on it for Minnesota. Parise wins a puck battle in the corner to Pominville. Saved by Greiss.
Some wide passing plays. That gives a goaltender a little more time to move across and adjust. But the Wild working very hard. Opened up a couple of free open spots. Just couldn't get it to go. A couple of passes that just were out of reach. Good creativity, though, on that power play. See if this next unit can get something going.
Dumba trying to hold the zone for Minnesota. Can't. Got shorthanded for Pittsburgh. Into the Minnesota zone. A shot knocked down by Kemper. Puck deflects to the far boards where Gotch has it. Plays across for Ehrhoff. Ehrhoff watched by Coyle. Suter, long pass for Parise. Parise into the Pittsburgh zone. Puts on the brakes, waits for support. Plays it across for Dumba. Dumba carries down low. Dumba and Suter at the points. Koivu, Coyle, Parise up front for Minnesota. Parise's been on the ice the entire power play. He was a part of the first group. Plays to the corner for Koivu. Back to Parise. Parise bobbled the puck. Lost control. And the Penguins get it clear. Kemper gives it to Suter. Maybe one last rush as Koivu comes to center. Vanek. Fontaine tips it in out of the reach of Niederreiter. And a loose puck hopped right over the stick of Koivu. Koivu plays down low. Penguins are at full strength. Como's back. Pittsburgh's penalty kill has now killed 27 in a row. Dumba for Minnesota to Niederreiter. Niederreiter works his way around Letang. Still with it. Then has it knocked off of his stick, and Spalling starts ahead for the Penguins. This will be icing against Pittsburgh. And a face-off back in the Penguin zone. Penguins had a couple of players heading off as the puck slid down into the Minnesota zone. I think they have it sorted out, and the Wild will get an offensive zone face-off.
Wild with just a few out of their reach, including that what was a fortunate carom for the Wild off the back wall and just bounced, unfortunately, over Mikko Koivu's stick.
Spalling deflects it ahead for Pittsburgh and sends it into the Minnesota zone. Full and back. Scandella ahead to Fontaine, who tips it past Ehrhoff. Kunitz back to pick it up for the Penguins. Kunitz sidesteps a man. Hornquist is in. Winds and fires. Pad saved by Kemper. And he smothers the rebound. Good play by Poland to get Kunitz tied up before he could find it. 2-0 Penguins. Here the Wild looking for offense. Trailing the Penguins 2-0 midway through the second period.
And the big boys have been quiet.
Couple of goals for the third line of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nick Spalling, Brandon Sutter with the two markers so far here tonight. Kemper gloves and holds. It'll be another face-off in the Minnesota zone.
Wild had some good looks on that power play. See if they can build off that.
Malkin and Granlund on the draw. Malkin controls. Flips a backhander toward the net. Como has it along the boards. Hit by Granlund. Scandella pinches Gotch off the puck. Plays it ahead for Parise. Relays it out. But it'll be icing against Minnesota. Parents, November is the NHL's Come Play Hockey Month. Don't forget that if your son or daughter would like to give hockey a try, make sure to attend a Try Hockey for Free event on November 8th at one of 72 locations all across the state. All participants will get a jersey, goodie bags, and have their USA Hockey fee waived for the season. Find out more at minnesotahockey.org. Pominville catches up with the puck, got it to Parise at center. Parise to Granlund. Granlund hit by Martin. Parise centered, nobody home for Minnesota. And Crosby starts back for the Penguins to Kunitz. Kunitz lost it at the Minnesota line, but a turnover puts it on the stick of Hornquist. Crosby tied up by Suter. And now Brodin. Jonas Brodin carries ahead for Minnesota to Pominville. Pominville across for Parise. Parise back to Pominville, but it was deflected away by Scuderi. And Malkin races back through neutral ice. Malkin into the Minnesota zone on his backhand. Handed it off, and the shot by Letang was well wide. Scuderi holds the zone. Como for Malkin. At least a point in all 10 Penguin games this season for Evgeny Malkin. Total of 5 goals, 10 assists. Crosser across to Suter. Greiss wants to play it to the boards. Dupre is there, double teamed in the corner. Koivu quickly on the puck, but Dupuis knocks it away for the Penguins. Crosser able to hold the zone. Scuderi lets it roll across to Dupre. Dupuis relays it to center. Como hit by Dumba after he plays it into the Minnesota zone. Crosser takes a hit in the corner, left the puck there for Dumba. Ehrhoff retreats in his own zone. Christian Ehrhoff, long pass, just off target, or Sutter would have been in all alone. Crosser for Dumba. Coyle tips it ahead. Zucker gets it to Haula. Haula into the Pittsburgh zone. Couldn't work his way around the check. And now Bortuzzo sends it ahead for Ehrhoff, who fires wide. Penguins changing. Niederreiter has it for Minnesota. Vanek breaks to the net. Niederreiter tried to drag it back in the slot, but had it knocked away. And the Penguins clear. Scandella back to pick it up for Minnesota.
Things opening up a little bit here. A few end-to-end rushes for both squads.
Brodziak around Ehrhoff as it knocked away by Hornquist. Kunitz scoops up the loose puck for Pittsburgh. Floats one ahead for Crosby. Crosby has it knocked away by Brodziak. And now Crosby recovers at center. Crosby escapes Brodziak into the Minnesota zone. Hornquist plays down low. Poland tied up there by Crosby. And Letang supports for Pittsburgh. Back to Crosby, who whacks one out of the air. Kunitz on the rebound. Fired it just over the top of the goal. Scandella has it for Minnesota. 3-on-2 at center. Niederreiter back to Scandella, just out of his reach. And Martin pushes it back for Pittsburgh. Hornquist collides with a linesman, still gets a shot on goal. Kemper with a pad save. Vanek wins a battle for the puck. Vanek into the Pittsburgh zone. Tried to drag it to himself as he split 2 defenders. Lost his stick in the process and heads off. Kunitz drops it back. Haula tips it away. Gotch is onside at the line, but Fontaine knocks the puck off of his stick. Fontaine slides one through for Haula. Back to Fontaine. Onside at the line. Haula fires just wide. Fontaine knocked off the puck, and the Penguins start back. Sill from center into the Minnesota zone. Tries to work his way around Brodin. And the loose puck Clear to the line, but Scuderi holds. Suter's there to pick it up for Minnesota. Finds Fontaine at center. 2-on-2 at the Pittsburgh line. Carter a shot. Save, rebound. Fontaine is robbed by Grice. Carter and Fontaine nearly get the Wild on the board. It's still 2-0 Penguins.
Well, if this game's going to be won by the supporting cast of teams, then guys like this are going to have to score. Good shot through traffic, rebound, and good follow-up by Fontaine. Unfortunately, got caught up in the glove of Grice, and the Wild gained a face-off in the offensive zone, but nothing else. Last few minutes here have looked like line rushes in practice. One way, then the other, then one way, then the other. It's been some back and forth where the neutral zone looked like it opened up a little bit, more so than the first period, for sure.
Scandella tried to play it to the corner. Parisi and Granlund hammering away on the forecheck for Minnesota. Como manages to force the puck out to neutral. The Wild are back in. Granlund with a shot. It was deflected to the corner. Parisi's there. Penguins clear, and it'll be icing against Pittsburgh. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, telecommunication to the public, or other unauthorized use of the broadcast without the express written permission of the Minnesota Wild is prohibited. Coyle sneaks one through for Koivu. Koivu to the point for Suter. Suter back to the corner. Coyle hit by Letang and knocked off the puck. Malkin got it ahead to Dupuis, who relays to neutral ice. Brodin backpedals there. Penguins trying to change. They'll get a chance now as Coyle wasn't able to deflect this puck in, and it's icing against the Wild.
Wasn't able to negate the icing because the puck bounced around and was closer to the Pittsburgh back checker. Charlie Coyle, big part of that line. He said the first time they were together was against the Los Angeles Kings this season. And when they got together for a few shifts, they had a couple chances. I was hoping they'd get put back together, and Mike Yeo did. Zucker, Koivu, Coyle have had a pretty good run here.
Coyle got it into the Pittsburgh zone. Penguins clear. Gloved and dropped by Brodin. His pass just off the mark, intended for Zucker. Crosby wheeling back the other way for Pittsburgh into the Minnesota zone, knocked away by Granlund. Crosby to Hornquist behind the net. Banks it out to the point. Ehrhoff wheels and fires, and that deflects up and out of play. Penguins still in front, 2-0. 2-0 in favor of the Penguins. Our Medica sounds of the game.
You gotta love the rattling of the boards. Wild would like some more open ice if they can find it.
Shots just 14 aside. There's been just one penalty in the game. In a battle between two of the three highest scoring teams in the NHL. It's been a very defensive-minded affair here tonight. Bannock with it for Minnesota. Centering pass was deflected, and Scandella whistled for a hand pass.
Well, Scandella will be heading back home this week to Montreal. Wild hit Ottawa, then Montreal on this next road trip. Come home in between, but then go back out to New Jersey. Scandella developing into one heck of a hockey player. Showing a lot of speed, high hockey IQ, and has a bomb of a shot.
Saw his numbers there. I mentioned earlier that +9 rating, tied for 7th in the NHL. Scandella in his career had been a significantly minus player, but last year was +10, and now this year +9 to this point.
Yes. Recently, as a couple seasons ago, really had not established himself as a guy that may have a permanent future in the National Hockey League. Well, I don't think there's any question about that now. He has stepped up his game and has become a big factor for this Wild Blue Line core.
Scandella carries in for Minnesota. Poland tried to tip it to the point. Brodziak has to come back to retrieve in the Minnesota zone. Scandella plays it ahead and into the Minnesota bench. The officials discussing here the puck did go directly on a play, but if it went into the bench area,
or if it even crossed the threshold of the bench area, then it would be negated. But who had the better angle? Usually a linesman would be the guy who would. Scandella just throws this one, and did it go into the bench? I don't know.
Minnesota penalty, number 6, delay of game.
If it went into the bench, I'm not sure how it can be called a penalty.
The way they were pointing, the only thing I'm wondering is if he pointed at the glass area between the benches and said it sailed over that and then into the bench. The puck clearly landed in the Minnesota bench.
It may have traveled over that seating area in between the two benches.
Minor penalty. Minnesota number 6, Marco Scandella, 2 minutes delay of game.
Penguins on the power play, and this has been the most dangerous unit in the league. Malkin fires and they score. Kunitz tips it in. It doesn't take them long. It's remarkable their efficiency. That is 11 power play goals in 22 chances over their last 5 games. And the Penguins lead 3-0.
8 for their last 18 over the last 3 games in this first power play. They win the draw, get it to the other D, and a quick tap in. I mean, it looked like a heck of a display. Watch this, D to D, quick shot, deflection in front. I mean, that is textbook. And by Malkin just faking that shot, he freezes all the defenders. As soon as he winds up, you can see everyone try to line up and either block it or they freeze him. And Kunitz just taps this one in. My goodness. Well, you see why they're at just under 42% coming into this game.
And you can see why the league leaderboard in terms of power play numbers features several Pittsburgh Penguin players. Crosby and Malkin coming into tonight were the top 2 power play point getters in the NHL, each with 10. Malkin with that assist will extend his scoring streak to 11 consecutive games to open the season with at least a point. And the Wild now staring at a 3-goal deficit on home ice. And we're going to have another penalty called here. Holding call this time will put Minnesota on the power play with a chance to climb back in the game. Parise was held at center ice.
2 minutes for holding.
Sutter goes for holding. Minnesota to the power play. Second power play chance of the period for the Wild. Koivu wins the draw. Brodin to Koivu. Koivu works down low, back to Brodin, across to Dumba. Bit of a different look on the power play here for Minnesota with Brodin and Dumba at the points. Coyle, Niederreiter, Koivu up front. Koivu takes a long look. Brodin, a one-timer, didn't get all of it, got through, and Greiss with an easy pad stop. Coyle to the point. Brodin back down low for Koivu. Koivu withstands a hit. Penguins got it to the line, but not out. Now Letang will have a second chance to clear, and he banks it off the boards and all the way down. Jonas Brodin starts ahead for Minnesota. Feeds Coyle at center. Coyle's entry pass knocked away, and it's directly into the Minnesota bench. The faceoff will come in the offensive zone for the Wild. Our window concepts game reset. Smalling, Sutter, and Kunitz. The goals tonight for the Penguins.
Bottom six guys got the 2 first goals for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the power play did some more damage in this period.
Parise for Minnesota. To Granlund along the boards. Back to Parise, who fires. Hit the side of the net. Vanek does on the rebound. Vanek tied up in the corner. And Dupuis is able to clear for the Penguins.
Nice little feed there to Zach Parise. It was a left-handed shot, and from that left-handed vantage point, got a quick little one-timer. Kind of just clanked it off the side of the net.
Vanek waiting, feeds Pominville back to Granlund. His shot blocked by Gotch. Vanek hands it off. Pominville to Granlund. Granlund back to Vanek. Vanek tried to sneak one through for Parise, intercepted by Scuderi. 20 seconds in the power play. Vanek got one through to the point for Pominville. Suter thought about it. Instead tries to feed Granlund, but it deflects out of play. 10 seconds left in the man advantage.
Well, you quickly see that if you don't make plays quick enough, there's a stick or a body in the way. Pittsburgh's been very good at tracking players all night long. Good body position and good stick position. Granlund right here gets the puck, waits, and then it gets blocked. And then on the other ensuing play, Suter tried to make a move. He waited, then he finally made the pass, and it got deflected into the stands.
We mentioned how explosive the Penguins have been on the power play. Their penalty kill has been every bit as impressive. This one winding down, and it'll be the 28th consecutive successful kill for the Pittsburgh Killers. Sutter is back. Penguins at full strength. Wild still down 3 goals. Folin to Koivu, tips it into the Pittsburgh zone. Crosby settles it down, plays it back for Letang. Fontaine holds for Minnesota. Letang back to recover and across to Paul Martin. Kunitz deflects it in. Niederreiter and Martin collide in the neutral zone. Martin walks off the boards with the puck, and Niederreiter intercepts. Folin ahead for Minnesota. Fires it in. It's on goal. Greiss isn't sure where it is, so he'll hang on and get a whistle.
Well, we're just hoping for a deflection into the corner rather than dumping it in. Instead, it gets trapped up in the gear, and time to win a faceoff. Not much time left in this period.
Brodziak goes down in the faceoff circle. Haula fights to keep it alive. Suter holds, and a long one on goal. Gloved and held by Greiss.
Suter keeps trying to create from the blue line. Just a shot through traffic. We've seen him with so much success on this type of shot, and you see just avoiding it. Greiss had to be careful, but Suter just takes that wrist shot. Talk to Parise about that. He says, I love that because it comes through, and the goaltender really can't kick it too far out. He has to trap it.
Suter got it to Haula, but he just couldn't pull the trigger before Dupre had him all tied up. Suter this time sends Carter in. His backhander deflects to the corner. Haula centers. Loose puck. Carter with a whack at it. And a whistle as Greiss finally covers. A pile up in the Pittsburgh crease.
Well, the Wild defenseman stayed out of this. It looked like Haula had continued to push into the goal, and Brodziak was the one under the pile, but right here, it goes right to the front. Brodziak pitches it. Actually, it's Carter that keeps driving, not Haula.
And it was actually Grice that grabbed Carter and ripped his helmet off. Shows you that the puck never crossed the line before the whistle, but when the initial pile-up started, it was Grice, the goaltender, that actually grabbed Carter's helmet and pulled it off of his head. Officials will discuss. We'll have to wait and see if there are any penalties that result. Scuderi had an early hand in things as well.
Another quick look at it. Battle in front. Brodziak gets shoved. He gives a shove. Carter drives. As you mentioned, the bit of a headlock there by Grice pulling Carter's helmet off, and then it's Malkin right in the middle of that. That's somewhat of a rare event to see him mixed up in a battle like that.
Koivu's the captain that's still waiting, which leads you to believe that Crosby got good news and Koivu didn't get the news he was hoping to hear.
Well, it doesn't get any better if you stand around any longer.
It appears that Pittsburgh
Penalties have been announced.
will get a power play.
Number 71 of Kenny Malkin, 2 minutes for roughing Minnesota. Number 18, Ryan Carter, 2 minutes for slashing and 2 minutes for roughing. Time of penalties, 19.
So Carter gets a slash and a rough. Malkin gets roughing. There's no wild player in the penalty box right now. And it appears Fontaine will head across to serve the 2 minutes. Penguins go on the power play. Only took them 11 seconds to score on the power play the last time around. Martin to Hornquist, and his tip was knocked down by Kemper. Wild clear. Haula has it at center. Sends it into the Pittsburgh zone. 10 seconds left in the period as Letang pushes forward. Letang from center drives one in on goal. Kemper gloves, drops, and clears. And that'll end the second period with the Penguins in control of the game, 3-0.
Well, the Wild need to find some speed, some magic. Get the pucks through to Grice. Right now, Penguins in control of this one.
3-0 in favor of Pittsburgh. Coming up in our second intermission, we'll check in with Kevin Gorg ringside here at the XL Energy Center before the Wild try to rally. For the Penguins. We get set to start the third period here in St. Paul. Our Bud Light What's on Tap. It's an Eastern road trip starting Thursday. Ottawa Thursday, Montreal Saturday, and then the Devils in New Jersey next Tuesday. Before the Wild return home to face the Sabres. Wild here hoping for a penalty kill to build some momentum. They are a man short for a minute 34 to open this third period against a power play that has been the best in the NHL. 50% over their last 5 games. 42% on the season. Puck comes out to center. Brodziak battling there, but Paul Martin emerges with the puck for Pittsburgh. Plays it in behind his net for Letang. And Chris Letang starts ahead. Hornquist, Crosby, Kunitz up front for the Penguins. Errant pass, and Minnesota will have a chance to clear. Scandella waits, allowing penalty time to expire before driving it all the way down. Koivu and Zucker on the forecheck for Minnesota. Hornquist starts back for Pittsburgh. Sends Kunitz into the Minnesota zone. Kunitz to Crosby, back to Hornquist, and it just failed to click. Koivu sends it all the way down. Just over a half a minute left in the Pittsburgh power play. Letang starts forward for the Penguins. Wild have rallied from a couple of 2-goal deficits in third periods lately. Rallied to win one at Boston. Rallied to win at home against San Jose. But tonight they face a 3-goal margin as they start the final 20 minutes. Good pressure on the penalty kill so far for Minnesota. Scandella sends it the length of the ice, and that'll just about do it. On the Pittsburgh power play, Fontaine, who is serving one of the Carter Miners, is back on. The Wild are at full strength.
And Vanek's taken what looks like Parisi's spot on this line because we don't see Parisi on the bench. Don't have an update for you either, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Granlund into the Pittsburgh zone. Has it knocked away by Dupre. Pominville to Fullen. A long shot. Saved by Greiss. Rebound was loose. And Greiss covered before Vanek could find it.
Well, Fullen got that puck through. Greiss had to be pretty sharp on that one. A good snapshot there. That rebound was one that could have been scored on, but it comes off the leg of, looked like Vanek, and just went right back into the goaltender Greiss. Fortunate little carom for him.
Dumba for Minnesota. Got it across to Granlund. Pominville in the corner. Granlund along the boards. Pominville looking. Suter a one-time drive. That was blocked. Penguins have clogged it up pretty well throughout the night tonight. Spalling hustling after a puck, but Dumba's there first for Minnesota. Suter able to poke it away from Malkin. And Suter lugs it forward for Minnesota. Pominville to center. At the Penguin line, he gives it to Vanek. Vanek waits. Tried to thread one through for Suter, but he was well covered. And Letang races back for the Penguins. Letang forced to the outside, and then his shot is blocked by Brodin.
Wild just trying to find a way to get some pressure in the offensive zone. Got a couple shots, but we'll see how they move the lines around here because we still do not see Parisi on the bench. As of now, it looked like Vanek had found a quick spot up on that line on the left side of Pominville and Granlund.
Fullen couldn't get it by Letang. Crosby's the first man on the puck. Threw it out front of the net. Koivu hustling after a loose puck, trying to get there before Kunitz. He does. Zucker sidesteps the check, but lost the puck in the process. And Crosby has it for Pittsburgh. Letang to Martin and back to Letang. Into the Minnesota zone. Crosby back to Letang. Pad save by Kemper. Coyle to Koivu, who pushes forward for Minnesota. Koivu gains the zone. Back to Coyle. Saved by Greiss. Coyle has it along the boards. Scandella fakes. Now fires. Blocked by Gotch. Coyle sprawls to hold the zone. Kunitz is able to clear. Wild in the midst of a change. And Nate Prosser starts back the other way. His pass off target. Dupre to Gotch, and the Penguins are right back in. Sill hit by Scandella. Niederreiter at neutral ice. Escapes one man, but not the second. Sill pins him up against the boards. Another loose puck picked up by Niederreiter. Again, he's hit hard. Haula into the corner, throws it toward the net, and the rebound controlled by Niederreiter. To Fontaine in the corner. Fontaine tried to get it to Haula. Dumba drive, that's wide. Suter holds. Fontaine back to Suter. Suter to the backside. Dumba shot saved by Grice. Rebound loose. Fontaine couldn't get a shot away. In behind for Haula. Good pressure for Minnesota. Still looking for their first goal of the night. Niederreiter tried to center. He was tied up and lost the puck. Adams comes back the other way for Pittsburgh, and Sutter dumps it in. Dumba to Granlund. The Wild come to center. Dumba races into the Pittsburgh zone. Dumba fires. Blocker saved by Grice.
Well, both teams with some opportunities here in this period already. Crosby will hit Letang for just a little redirect off the pad of Darcy Kemper. And then this line went right back down. Koivu with a great individual effort here, and finally is able to shuttle one at the net. Coyle just couldn't get unhandcuffed on that one and put it back towards Grice. Finally, the Wild looked like they're generating some speed and some offensive zone pressure.
Got to find a way to put a puck in the Pittsburgh net, and that's been tough. I mentioned earlier they've shut out 3 of their last 4 opponents. Shutout wins at Nashville and then at home against the Los Angeles Kings and the Buffalo Sabres.
Quite a long time here to drop the puck. I think Mike Yeo is a little incensed at the fact that with so much time and try to generate some offensive zone pressure, and it's all dissipated by a long delay.
Dumba sends it in. Grice leaves it there for Martin. Sutter dumps it into the Minnesota zone. Granlund plays it ahead for Pominville. And now Vanek carries to center. Back across for Pominville. Drop to Suter. Suter kicks it to Granlund. Granlund tried to feed the point, but that hit a skate. Vanek centers, and it's out of the reach of Granlund. It'll be a penalty against Pittsburgh as Granlund had his stick slashed out of his hand. Delayed penalty coming against the Penguins. Wild trying to gain the offensive zone. Brodin backpedals across to Suter. Suter to Koivu. Koivu fights through a hook and then lost the puck, and we get the whistle. The Wild will go on the power play, but trailing 3-0.
Number 23, 2 minutes interference.
Downey goes for Pittsburgh. Wild on the power play when we return.
With a penalty, Downey a couple minutes, and Ryan Suter, who's been trying to quarterback a lot of things in this game, will try and get this power play to liven up and bring the Wild back into this game. Look for him to saucer some pucks through the crowd and get him in there. Not a big shot, but just something to get off the goaltender where Wild forwards can pound away in front.
Koivu against Sutter on this offensive zone draw. And we'll do it again. Wild have had 2 power play chances so far tonight. Koivu wins the draw back to Suter. Koivu plays down low. Vanek deflected it off the side of the net. Koivu back out to the point. Granlund and Koivu on this power play unit together. Something you don't normally see, but no Zach Parise for Minnesota. Suter to Pominville. Pominville's long shot easily blocked by Letang, and he plays it all the way down. Suter starts ahead for Minnesota. Koivu, Granlund, Vanek, along with Pominville up front for Minnesota. Suter the only defenseman for the Wild. Gotch quickly pressured by Suter. Koivu to Granlund. Out to the point for Pominville. Backpedals to the middle. Gives it back to Granlund. Koivu down low. Granlund on the half wall. Across to Pominville. Wanted the one-timer. Now fires. Saved by Grice. Pominville holds. Granlund waits. Looking for a lane. Tried to force one through to Koivu. Koivu. Back to Granlund. Granlund to Koivu. Tries to jam one in, and Grice had the stick down. Granlund has it back. Leaves it for Koivu. To Suter in the middle. Suter fires. Tipped. And wide. Pominville back to Suter. Suter looks. Goes to Koivu. Koivu lost the handle before he could get a shot away. Banks it back out to the point for Suter. Pominville a one-timer, and it's tipped high and wide. Vanek tried to center. That's intercepted, and the Penguins clear. 20 seconds left in the power play.
Very good looks on that one again. Vanek getting his stick on at least 2, maybe 3 shots that came in for deflections, and Koivu crashed the net a couple times, but they still unable to get the puck past Grice. Vanek had a terrific deflection to start the power play.
Just 6 seconds left in the Minnesota power play.
Most recent opportunity right here. That shot looks like it caught something on the way through.
Dumba starts ahead for Minnesota. Power play is over. Downey's back. Penguins clear. It'll be icing against Pittsburgh. And the Penguins continue their string of successful kills. The Wild still down 3 with now less than 12 minutes remaining.
Oh, here's the chance by Vanek, one of the best ones. A quick little shot by Koivu, and boy, that went off the outside of the pipe. That's the kind of play you make when you're not getting the puck through the middle. You try and make something to the outside with a nice little deflection, and came very close to scoring a pretty solid goal there.
Military Appreciation Night presented by Thompson Reuters is November 13th when the Wild host the Sabres at 7 o'clock. All active and retired military personnel may purchase a discounted ticket pack exclusively at govx.com. Penguins take their timeout. Wild with an offensive zone face-off. Penguins are back at full strength. And despite some pressure from the Wild here late in the second and into the third period, Penguins have maintained their shutout streak. Working on their third consecutive shutout. Koivu to Dumba, fakes the shot, works around Downey, centers, and it's tipped wide. Adams sends it out to neutral ice. Downey relays it into the Minnesota zone. Dumba back to pick it up for the Wild. Dumba races forward at full speed at center. Into the Pittsburgh zone, crisscross with Zucker, lost the puck, and the Penguins are back. Hornquist pass out of the reach of Kunitz. Zucker has it there for Minnesota. Zucker weaves his way through a couple of Penguins, drops it back for Dumba. Dumba ahead to Charlie Coyle, who's cut off. Penguins have really shut down the neutral zone tonight.
There's just no room to skate, no room to pass. The minute the Wild get a headman pass into the neutral zone, there's someone tracking them immediately. Seen a couple of individual efforts through the neutral zone. Dumba was the most recent one. Seen Koivu do it as well. But that generally is tough to have support on.
Jason Zucker sends Howlett through neutral ice. Howlett recovers a loose puck into the Pittsburgh zone. He's knocked to the ice. Lost his stick. Dupre trying to dig it loose. He's pulled down. Brodziak dropped his gloves.
He wanted to go, and Dupre now finally will go with him. Brodziak took a haymaker swing, and he went right over and lost his balance. So that fight ended very quickly with no one gaining much advantage. But Brodziak definitely wanted to test Dupre. This hit right here, shoulder on shoulder with Hala, and watch. Brodziak comes in and decides that it's time to dance.
Might have taken exception to the stick jab that Dupre gave to Hala after he was already down, more so than the hit.
Yeah, the hit was just shoulder on shoulder, and it wasn't that aggressive, but
see if Brodziak picks up an extra 2 here.
just trying to spark something. Brodziak gets probably an extra 2 out of this, and
Following penalties have been assessed. Pittsburgh number 47, Simon Dupre, 5 minutes for fighting. Minnesota number 21, Kyle Brodziak, 2 minutes for roughing and 5 minutes for fighting. Time of the penalties.
Brodziak gets 2 and 5. And the Wild are shorthanded halfway through the third.
Fontaine for the Wild.
Brodziak just trying to spark some of his team in any way they possibly
5 for
can.
fighting. Brodziak, 2 roughing and 5 for fighting at 9:25.
But they end up on the short end of the stick on that one.
Familiar names on the ice for the Penguins: Crosby, Hornquist, Kunitz, Malkin, and Letang. Wild will kill with Erik Haula up front. He and Carter, the forward killers for Minnesota. Haula pressuring here. Malkin able to protect the puck and play it back into his own zone. Third power play chance for the Penguins. 1 out of 2 so far tonight. Crosby to the point for Malkin. Malkin watched by Haula. Plays it across for Letang. Letang settles the puck. Hands it off to Crosby. Crosby tried to center, intercepted and cleared by Haula. Crosby brings it back in for Pittsburgh. Drops it to the point. A dangerous pass. The Penguins were able to hold before Zucker could come up with a loose puck. Dupuis back for Pittsburgh. Letang starts ahead with speed into the Minnesota zone, but a turnover, and Niederreiter's in shorthanded. Niederreiter scores!
Pittsburgh never really had the offensive zone, and the Wild took advantage of that. Quick little headman feed, nice backhand move here. The Wild were just practicing the shootout the other day. Niederreiter made this very same move in practice. Went forehand, little backhand, underneath the arm of Bryce. And the Wild have broken the shutout streak and have added a goal.
And suddenly there's a little energy in the building. Wild down by 2. Still a long way to go. Folin into the Pittsburgh zone. Penguins still on the power play for a half a minute. Earhart. And now Sutter. Dupuis plays it across for Downey. Earhart. Into the corner. Downey. Watched there by Scandella. Koivu has it for Minnesota. The Wild come to center shorthanded. Scandella into the Penguin zone. A backhander saved by Greiss. And the rebound just escaped Koivu. Wild are back at full strength. A very successful kill that included a shorthanded goal. See if the Wild can gain some momentum from their penalty kill. Bortuzzo back in his own zone. Sutter flips it into Minnesota territory. Dumba circles his net, leaves it behind for Ryan Suter, who assisted on that goal. Vanek all the way across for Pominville, just too far for him. Pominville back to disrupt the play. Penguins clear anyway. Dumba back for Minnesota. Suter whips it tape to tape for Granlund. And the Wild are offside. Pominville drifted in just a bit early. Nino Niederreiter with a shorthanded goal for Minnesota. It's 3-1 Pittsburgh. Our Toyota get caught up. The Penguins were already leading 1-0 when Brandon Sutter scored his third of the year. That made it 2-0. Then on the power play, the Penguins make it look easy. Kunitz with the tip, and it was 3-0 Minnesota. Finally on the board with Nino Niederreiter shorthanded.
And no surprise that Suter was involved in that. Headman of the puck has such great vision, and he just pitched it up to Niederreiter in full stride. Wild are able to score shorthanded. Another goal here would make it very interesting. The Wild are able to take advantage of this icing call. Still no Zach Parise, and still no update.
Suter holds for Minnesota. Into the corner, Pominville chasing Letang. Puck squirts free, but it's picked up by Martin. And Martin carries to center. Lost it just inside the Minnesota line, and a long pass by Suter just failed to click. Pominville was in behind all the Pittsburgh defenders. Granlund knocked down by Como just inside the Penguin line, and Dupuis leads a rush the other way. Dupuis takes the return pass and whistles one high and wide. Granlund leads a 3-on-2 for Minnesota. Pominville didn't get all of it. Recovers back to the point. A shot saved by Greiss. Brodin not able to hold. And an offside whistle against the Wild.
Well, pressing a little bit here. They have 29 shots on goal to Pittsburgh's 18. So once again, the Wild have shown an ability to find shots, even in a game where they didn't have the same kind of flow that they've enjoyed in games past.
Zucker and Koivu trying to keep this play alive along the boards. Brodin could not hold his own. Plays it to Folin. Koivu with a poke check comes away with the puck. Back to Folin and across. Too far for Brodin. Kunitz dumps it in. Hornquist trying to center. Nobody home for the Penguins. Charlie Coyle moving forward for Minnesota into the Pittsburgh zone. Flips it into the corner. Tried to work around an Ehrhoff check. Spalling tied up by Scandella at the Pittsburgh line. Ryan Suter has it for Minnesota and brings it in. Drops to Zucker, who tried to feed the point, but he fanned on it. Spalling is there. Pressured by Zucker. Got it ahead for Downey. And Sutter comes to center. Sutter escapes Scandella. Drop pass for Downey, a shot. Pad save Kemper. And the puck pushed to the corner. Now Koivu ahead for Coyle. Coyle and Koivu collide. They're at the tail end of a long shift. And the Wild come to center with Niederreiter. Niederreiter has Haula breaking for the net. His shot deflects off the glass. Haula in the corner for Minnesota. Leaves it down low. Too far for Niederreiter. Scuderi able to get it by Scandella and out to center. Haula right back in for Minnesota. Flips it cross ice. Fontaine taken down by Ehrhoff. Niederreiter to Fontaine. Fontaine centers. Brodin deflects. Dupuis trying to clear. Taken away by Niederreiter. Niederreiter fires wide. And the rebound is all the way back down into the Minnesota zone.
Great little attempt there by Niederreiter. He changed the angle of his shooting lane by pulling the puck in and then firing it around the defenseman, but missed the net.
2-on-2 at center. Granlund with Pominville. Pominville drops. Granlund waits. Fires. Pad save by Greiss. Pominville in behind. Tried to go back to the corner. And we get a whistle. We're going to have a penalty against the Penguins. The Wild will get a power play. Trailing by 2 in the third.
Welcome back to XL Energy Center. I'm Jamie Hirsch, reminding you that Wild Live, presented by CenturyLink, is coming up after this game. We'll talk about how the Penguins special teams were able to stay hot tonight, although they did allow a shorthanded goal. Jason Zucker, meanwhile, continuing to impress for the Wild, will break his overall game down and hear from head coach Mike Yeo after this game. But let's see if the Wild can get something going on the power play here, guys.
Jamie, they will once again go with Koivu and Granlund both on the ice. Vanek, Pominville, Suter, the other Wild attackers with the extra man. Fourth power play chance tonight for Minnesota.
Lots of false starts here. Penguins player will get tossed.
Koivu wins the draw. Pominville a drive. It hit traffic out front. Looks like it caught Vanek. He's hobbling a bit as the puck comes down into the Minnesota zone. Suter moving ahead for Minnesota. Pominville dumps it in. Letang to the point, but Pominville holds for Minnesota. Koivu couldn't corral it along the wall. Suter holds. Suter fires it on goal, knocked aside by Greiss. Granlund battling along the boards. Vanek to the point. Suter trying to hold his ground against Gotch, but Gotch was able to force the puck out. Now Suter brings it back in for Minnesota. Koivu drops it to the point. Suter back to Koivu. Koivu to Suter. Wild trying to create some space in the offensive zone of the power play. Koivu's shot kicked out by Greiss. Pominville has it. Leaves it for Granlund. Granlund down low to Koivu. Back to Granlund and now Suter. Suter to Granlund. Granlund looking for Pominville and it hops over his stick. Pominville to Suter. Across to Granlund. Granlund to Pominville and he fanned on the one-timer. Pominville recovers. Granlund has it. Down low Koivu. Koivu looking, feeds Granlund, walks out front, Vanek jamming away, loose puck, Koivu, no goal! Koivu still jamming, finally a whistle. Koivu thought he had scored, raised his arms, and the referee immediately waved it off.
It looked like someone scooped the puck out, or at least got an arm in the way of that puck going in the net. Koivu was convinced. And then they continued hacking away at it. Watch the goal line here as it's jammed away. They'll review this, but someone reaches out. There's the one shot. And did Gotch get his arm on it in time? Hard to say, obviously, but the referee waved it off immediately.
You saw Koivu taking exception to the jab at Granlund, who was down.
Here it is, and there's the glove. How can you tell whether that's over the line or not? The overhead will give us probably a better look at it as it's jammed. Watch the save on the pad right here. But then the rebound is where Koivu throws it. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a goal, yeah. So Koivu had a good argument there. Wild to close the gap.
When he shot the puck, and you could clearly see it go over the pad of Greiss, who was down, and the way Koivu celebrated.
Heck of an effort by Gotch, though. I mean, he reached down and made a glove save, but there's the puck right there. No question that it's over the line. And Gotch made a failed attempt to scoop it out. It'll be reversed. The referee's call on the ice was no goal, but it'll be reversed.
Fans are about to erupt because they're seeing the overhead on the big screen. And they will see the puck over the line here in a moment.
And there it is.
Now the way the referee is explaining that Ryan Suter doesn't appear happy with this, whatever call is about to be made here. This leads me to believe that this...
The ruling on the ice was there was interference with the goaltender in the blue. This is not a reviewable play, therefore, no loan.
Wow. I don't know who interfered with the goaltender. but they were on, I think, well, the goaltender was obviously doing snow angels, and I think it was Granlund who had gotten pushed or fell on top of. Yeah, oh yeah, right there, and that's...
But the only thing that I would question here, Mike, is if the official intended to call goaltender interference, he should have blown the whistle long before Koivu ever took the shot.
Well, it was...
Because if there was interference, it occurred long before Koivu ever attempted the shot.
Well, watch right here. Granlund gets kind of bumped, but he's on top of the goaltender before the first shot, and then after the second one. I think you're right in terms of the timing of it.
I think the call might be right. He may well have interfered with the goaltender, but the official didn't blow the play dead at that moment. The play continued for another 3 or 4 seconds before Koivu ever took the shot. Bad break for Minnesota, and the Penguins maintain their 2-goal lead. Wilder still on the power play for a half a minute, and there's debris being thrown on the ice here in St. Paul.
Objects onto the ice. If you continue to do so, the Wild may get a penalty. Do not throw objects.
Public service announcement to the fans. If they continue to throw objects onto the ice, the Wild could get penalized for that.
Still 31 seconds on the power play for Minnesota. Outshot the Penguins tonight by a wide margin, but trail 3-1. Suter carries ahead. 20 in the power play as he comes to center. Vanek lost the handle on the puck. Penguins clear. Suter wants to quickly regroup for Minnesota. Banks it ahead, but too far for Koivu, and the Penguins clear once more. That'll bring to an end the Minnesota power play. Granlund able to get one through to Niederreiter. Niederreiter spins away from Martin in the corner. Granlund watched by Ehrhoff. Granlund to the point. Suter. Niederreiter tied up by Kunitz, and the Penguins clear. Dumba back. Crosby giving chase as well, and it's going to be icing against Pittsburgh. And now I wonder if with the icing call, Mike Yeo might pull his goaltender right here, down 2 with over 2 minutes left.
Certainly would be a little bit of a gamble, but at this point, the Wild need to generate something, and there goes Kemper. So Mike Yeo enacting some of the theory that for every goal that you need, you pull the goaltender for that minute. So Wild needing 2 goals. They got 2 minutes left.
Empty net for Minnesota. Dumba plays it into the corner. Fontaine. Pominville. Pominville gives it to Fontaine. Fontaine feeds down low. Koivu escapes Crosby. Fontaine to Niederreiter. Tried to center. Loose puck picked up by Pominville. To the point, Scandella. Back down low, Pominville tied up by Crosby. He clears and out. And with an empty net, here's Hornquist. Hornquist fires and scores. And it's 4-1 Pittsburgh.
Well, it's always a gamble to pull the goaltender. It's obviously exponential when you pull him for an extra minute on top of that. And Crosby just won that race in the corner, and he just pitches it out of the zone. Unfortunate bad bounce for Dumba. It went right through him, and Hornquist just gets a freebie.
So it's 4-1 in favor of the Penguins.
Scoring for Pittsburgh.
Zucker in for Minnesota. His shot flutters wide.
Ninth of the season.
Dupuis there for the Penguins.
Patrick Hornquist.
Gives to Como, who dumps it in.
Patrick Hornquist assist.
Pulling back for Minnesota.
18-26. Hornquist from Crosby from the
Zucker's pass off target. Malkin there to pick it up. Wild head north of the border. Later this week, Ottawa on Thursday night, Montreal Saturday night. Sill with an interception. Adams fires. Blocker saved by Kemper. Sill walks out front. Kemper got a shoulder on that. And Sill is stopped by Brodin and Coyle. He's back the other way for Minnesota. Brodziak into the Pittsburgh zone. Puck goes into the corner. Scuderi hit by Carter. Adams has the puck for Pittsburgh and manages to push it out to neutral ice. Down to 15 seconds left. Minnesota will fall on home ice for the first time this season. Penguins jumped out in front in this game, and Minnesota was fighting an uphill battle the rest of the way. And despite Minnesota outshooting them by a healthy margin, it's the Penguins that emerge victorious, 4-1 the final.
Well, the Wild have to regroup. They make a quick road trip here and head out eastern Canada and try and get back in the win column in Ottawa. Tempstar star of the game, Brandon Sutter. Pretty good night. Couple penalty minutes as well, so he was involved everywhere.